Man, last Africa? Hold on a second. Type. Let's start introductions.
All right. In the bottom right, we have got Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Cure.
And on the top left, the winner of Africa World 69, it is Zest. Man, Zest PVZ in that Africa, like, it was nuts what he was doing. I don't know if you're able to watch the VOD.
I didn't get a chance to, no.
So every single ZVP, okay, almost all, like 90% of his PVZs in the Africa World, because he had 2 separate PVZ series. He went Gateway, let's see, Gateway expands, Cyber, Stargate, Gateway, Stargate, made 2 Void Rays, and then a 3rd base. And then just 1 from there.
Wow.
Like, it was this crazy 2-gate Void Ray opener. Sometimes he'd end up making, 6 or 7 Void Rays. Sometimes it would stick to the original 2. But basically, everything the Zerg players tried to do to mess with him, he's just like, I have Void Rays. Like, good luck.
That's very, very true.
And it got to the point that he did it every single game. So the Zerg players knew it was coming. And we're just like, do we take a quick 4th? Like, how do we counter this exactly? It was crazy. It was some really good stuff.
Zest really is an innovator.
Absolutely. It worked too. Like, I mean, it wasn't that he's doing something crazy and it didn't work. Anyway, these are not Zerg players though, so I don't think that same thing would work out against Cure.
No.
My guess. But yeah, influx of contributions to the Matcherino. Thank you so much, everybody, for using that coupon code AW70 to throw free 50 cents at these players. Is that Carletos? Carletos, you followed me on Twitter just now. Thank you so much. I saw that come through.
Hey.
Appreciate it. You should probably follow LaughNgamez as well. The best way to get information as to when the next Africa World is going to be is following us, or just Africa straight up.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of us.
Yes, do it.
Be safe.
Wave Pusher says, can you guess who I'm rooting for? I'm guessing the human, so
the
Kier.
Human. Yes.
The humang.
Twilight Council opening here from Zest. No Void Rays to be seen.
Kier's got stones. No bunker at his natural base. 3 CC.
Yeah, be fine.
But what if he wasn't fine?
Protoss are greedy these days. When's the last time you saw Protoss go for like a low econ early timing attack?
I know.
Huh? They have no interest in doing that. So, I mean, right? That's the trick. If Protoss is always doing something on the opener, then you can do stuff to take advantage of that and get away with it all the time.
Is he going to get away with it, though? Zest is going the 4-gate blink.
This is true.
You better build a bunker, son. Or you going to die.
Yeah, also no sign of a tank either. Oh, bunker starts. He's got this. He's ready.
I mean, I'm not going to say that he's just going to be completely fine, as it is still 4-gate blink. It's no joke. And he doesn't have a single Marauder. I'm actually quite worried for Kier. Like, really worried here. So you're gonna bunker... Like, he needs a bunker on the high ground.
He needs a tank on the high ground.
Well, that's not an option right now, so he needs to build a bunker.
Yeah. He's like 4 steps away from tank right now.
Yeah. Like, he's gonna have stim, but then he's gonna be ages away from medivacs.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Kier knows this is coming. I don't think he does. Bunch of blink
doesn't
stalkers.
have any vision, that's for sure.
Oh Lord, they coming.
All right, well, that Marine sacrifices his life.
SCVs, get on that bunker. Give it a hug. Give it a hug.
The hug of life. Actually, keeps it alive. Oh, beautiful.
SCV
Beautiful,
Life
bro.
Hug OP. Please
Yeah.
nerf.
Factory finishing. Do we have a tech lab to swap onto that thing? Once stim is done, yes, but it's not done yet. Just start our own tech lab. Go.
Yeah, and even with stim, the problem is that the medivacs aren't going to be out. So if Kier stims, there goes like a fourth of his Marine's HP.
Yeah.
And Zest will just back out for a second, come back in.
Zest wants the stim.
Kier losing SCVs, but his Marauder count is growing. No starport on the way just yet, though. He could really use one of those. Okay, stimming a bit of his army is something I like. Push those stalkers away a little bit sooner.
Tech lab is taking forever. Okay, wait, there we go. Tank on the way. Having that
Oh,
tank's
no
gonna help
SCVs on the
so
bunker.
much. Oh, bunker dead.
That's a mistake by Kier. I think he got a little bit overconfident. No
I mean, did Zest
medivacs.
just walk in here?
Zest can just nickel and dime this to death. The tank is a saving grace for Kier. He needs to keep that tank alive. If Zest blinks on top of that tank... Oh my gosh, he does it! The Mad Lad! Okay.
Got the war prism.
That is a lot of dead stalkers, though. In a direct confrontation against Bio, that was, like, everything dead. These Marauders getting on top of those stalkers.
He sacrificed way too much for that siege tank.
Yeah. That was... Oh my gosh, how many dead... 15 dead stalkers. Holy moly. And Zest in Zest fashion warps in more stalkers.
Surprise. But there's a Colossus coming in back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look at the third base. It's still not even finished for Zest. Kier's got +1 attack. He's got +1 armor on the way. Extra eBay getting up. He's now moving out to take his third base. And as soon as he has Medivac, Zest has got no choice but to go home. He's going to try and drag this out with his Prism a little bit. But gosh, I'm concerned right now for Zest.
Concussive shell on the way, but yeah, it would have been nice to have there. Stalkers harassing the natural base a little bit. Couple SCVs are going to go down, I guess. And then just get the heck on out of there. All right, so medevac production 2 at a time on the way thanks to the reactor starport. And Cure hangs on.
Mm-hmm.
See, he was fine.
Only because that's blinked on top of a tank and lost 15 stalkers.
It was your idea too. You were like, "Oh, the tank's vulnerable."
I didn't mean go for it. I said if he can get the tank, not get the tank at all cost.
He got it.
No matter the cost, get that tank. The stalkers said we're okay, and they went for it. They fully sended.
Zest was like, "All right, LaughNgamez, you're correct. Let's go."
You think I won't? Oh, Zest.
All right. Well, Colossus count okay. One's done, one's on the way. Extended Thermal Lance is almost done. That's good.
The best part about it is that this is just a normal game for Zest. He's like, yeah, I lost 15 stalkers blinking on top of a tank. What about it?
I'm totally fine. Look how my economy is doing. It's great. And he's not wrong. Dark Shrine coming in because Zest is a bit behind.
Mm-hmm.
Stalker's in position to deal with the drop in the main base. Colossus still covering the third and natural pretty effectively. Warp Prism just for scouting purposes, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty cute.
I mean, he's not planning on using it right now.
Hurricane,
so sure.
I think, did that a little bit in one of the games against Special, too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Smooth moves.
Okay. 2 Vikings on the way for Cure, but he only has the 1 starport. And there is 3 Colossus out for Zest. 3 Colossus, sentries to spam down force fields. Bio against Colossus is not a fight the Bio wins, so until Cure gets out, say, Vikings, or enough Vikings anyway, Zest shouldn't die.
Correct. One concern is tanks firing on the Colossus, Marauders getting direct hits on the Colossus. If we can avoid those things, we're going to be okay.
Yeah, like, force fields go down, he shaves off a couple of units. Kier does need to push forward with his tanks if he's going to make this fight work. The Zealot counterattack runs directly into a large chunk of bio.
Not ideal Zealot counterattack.
There's...
Disruptor is going to do pretty well holding this ramp.
Yeah, that's part of the concern for Cure.
See, Zest can lose 1 million stalkers and be just fine. He's a good player, Zest.
Oh, gets
Free
a tank. Nicely done. Really nicely done. Kira's gonna try and go up this ramp while pushing this base. DTs. Oh, the DTs. And this isn't your small amount of DTs. This is your... I have 8 DTs amount of DTs.
Yeah.
And they're actually just going to try and get on top of the tanks, ambush the bio from behind. This is going to send Kieran into a panic. Not all of his army is here, too, keep in mind. Reinforcements haven't come for a while, and Zest is going to wipe this army, or wipe some of it, and send the rest packing. Like, yeah, that was a good amount of units that Kier had at home, making sure to defend any counterattack.
Oh, the blink. DT blink. So fun. Protoss should always get that upgrade. I know it takes forever. I know it's locked behind the Dark Shrine, but honestly, it's fun stuff.
Oh yeah, fully.
Couple Masters levels games on my channel where Protoss just went mass DT against a Terran opponent and just won.
Oh, I'm sure that Terran loved that.
Sight to behold.
Yeah, no, I remember Fear Dragon saying, I think it was Fear Dragon anyway. Maybe I'm attributing that to someone wrong, but he basically said, you save 1 DT with DT Blink, the upgrade's paid for itself.
Yar. It's true. Do it. Enhanced Shockwave coming in. Never skip Enhanced Shockwave.
Yep.
It's like never skip leg day. What's up, Boilermaker?
Exactly.
Totally normal PvT. 4-gate blink. Lose a bunch of stalkers, fine. Kira loses a bunker, loses a tank, fine. Everything's great. We have settled into normalcy.
Yeah, I didn't expect this game to go this long after Zest lost like 70 stalkers. It's just gonna go up every time I say the amount. Okay.
Warp Prism still just kind of taunting a little bit.
Yeah, this game's gone crazily passive. Very passive. Kier just making tanks, extra command centers for days. Zest is getting up a fleet beacon and multiple stargates. DTs are annihilating some of this bio.
Oh!
Holy cow, Zest says, yeah, I could blink away, but why blink away when I can blink on top of those units and kill them?
Yeah, that was, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me moment.
I started watching that movie, by the way, the other night. I haven't, like, I only made it like 10 minutes in, then I got distracted. But it looked really good from the start, so I'm probably going to watch the rest of that tonight.
It's visually really good. Interesting.
I like the look of it, so. I'm just so amazed how passive this game is. Like, I'm willing to bet we'll be seeing nukes from Kier at some point soon, too. And this makes such an exciting game because going into the late game is not something that we'd see a Terran be so comfortable with in the past. And I know that it's been this way for a couple of years now, which Terran's been more comfortable, but Kier's just like, yeah, no big deal. Well, yeah, sure, let's macro up.
Yeah,
you'll lose.
Max out.
And that's confidence.
Yeah, the last 12 months has been really interesting for PvT.
Oh,
like for a while.
Kier, you gotta be careful, it's Disruptor Day.
Yeah, one more.
Oh, beautiful EMP hits those DTs.
They're fine with it. Free tank. Yeah, for a while, like, Terran was complaining they couldn't win versus Protoss, and then vice versa was happening, and then, I don't know.
Oh, Disruptor's getting targeted down as Kier just charges forward. He's trying to zone out the Colossus and the Disruptors on the right side. This engagement is getting hairy really quickly. Kier, it does end up eating a shot. He's killed most of the Disruptors on the right side, but his tanks do seem to be enough to hold this position, and he's still biting into this Nexus. And Zest needs to get Zealots on top of these tanks. He's really occupied with a counterattack on this location, however.
Free tank! A lot of tanks have died today.
Yeah, it's not a good day to be a tank. Zest is going on in. His Zealots are hitting the bio, not getting on top of the tanks quickly, which means the engagement doesn't go as well as it could, but now they're coming forward. They're just going to dive right on top of all these tanks for Kier, and Kier's army seems like it's going to be pushed back. The Colossus aren't actually helping out the Zealots. They were just left to fend for themselves, though. So a bit of miss micro there from Zest, but then he comes forward and reveals the ace up his sleeve, which is 3 carriers casually popping out.
What is happening? What carriers versus Terran, honestly?
What is life?
I mean, nukes are on the way from Cure, so let the memes flow.
Oh, I love it. Cure's also making 5, 6 SCVs at a time after losing 20, which I love. That's how you keep a game like this going. Just make sure you're always replacing SCVs you lose.
Alright, Thors are out to deal with the carriers. That single target damage, again, against anything huge is just great. Take down Broodlord, take down carriers, take down battle cruisers, take down Tempests, just whatever you want.
Not to mention carriers.
Beautiful.
Deal basically 0 damage to Thors.
Yeah, it's a lot of 0 damage, but it's 0 damage.
Thors don't have any armor upgrades just yet.
No.
Oh, Zest backs away from that army. Those Marines and Marauders are holding their breath. Kier's going to go for the probes, nab all those up. All the while there's an attack hitting the right-hand side.
Oh my gosh, no.
Zest is taking the worst end of things. His 4th or 3rd Nexus is going to be under fire too, so all of a sudden he's going to be losing all of his bases. Kier just EMPing the static defense, taking that out. Zest is just going for a full-on base trade, but he's down on supply. And he has really minimal reinforcements as he just lost 2 of his bases. The army of Kier is already on his location, whereas if we look at Kier, he is absolutely just spread out everywhere. It's going to take Zest ages to clean this up.
Base race for game 1. Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, some probes did make it across the map for Zest, so he shouldn't be eliminated.
Yeah, he's going to build his home over here. It's going to be good.
He is on the production of Kier. Kier's nuking his own base, by the way.
Oh my god.
Zest tries to hit the ghost. He didn't hit the ghost, though. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay.
Oh,
holy cow. Beautiful disruptor move there.
That was close. All those probes are almost dead. Alright, so production for both players is basically nothing. Somehow ghosts are in production, but they're all going to die instantly.
Yeah. Zest has a lot less production. Like, he lost a lot more quicker, but he did take out all of Kier's production still. So Kier hasn't been making a lot. He's making 2 ghosts at his natural.
Kier has 2 mining bases too that Zest does not have.
Yeah, and he is getting up all these extra barracks. So time will be on Kier's side. So Zest does need to force this issue more and take a good fight.
He has nowhere to recall either. He can't just get out of here. No,
he's got to break this ramp. He needs a fatty disruptor hitter too.
Oh boy, here we go. This is rough for Zest.
All right. Okay, he's going for it. He's bringing the probes in the mix too, but EMPs hit, Disruptor Novas do hit one of the tanks, but that's not the kind of fight Zest needs. Zest needs a game-winning fight.
Yep.
And being trapped at this natural, that ain't it.
He needs to wipe out Kier's army right now and take out Kier's remaining bases to have a hope of winning this game. Which he's not close to doing any of those things. Here we go,
going for it. Kier not paying attention to his army right away. Looks like he does eat a pretty big disruptor hit. The carriers, if they're left unopposed, can clean all this up, and it looks like they may do.
Get the Thor, it's killing your carriers.
Oh, it's killing all the carriers. Oh my gosh, they're just annihilating them.
Okay, that Thor did
the +3 attack on the Thors does it.
that he almost had that. Zest almost had that, but then he let the Thors wreck his carriers, and
Like,
that was it, man.
Wow. The +3 attack on those Thors.
Hits like a truck. Truck.
Yeah, like a truck.
All right. That was an insane game number 1 of a best of 5. We've got at least 2 more games to go. Going to be on Romanta's side here for game numero 2. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hey, we got 300 viewers there for a minute. Fantastic. Thanks for telling your friends about Starcraft 2 late night here if you're in North America. If you're in Korea, it's a pretty good time to watch Starcraft, though. All right. Zest ready to rock. Thanks to everybody who has used the Matcherino code. LaughNgamez just tossed the Matcherino link into the chat there, so easy to find, easy to click. You can log into Matcherino with all sorts of logins that already exist for you. I use Twitter because it's easy peasy. If you're already logged into Twitter on your browser, it automatically can log you into Matcherino as well. So you can do that. And again, using the AW70 code just lets you throw free 50 cents at these players, which they will appreciate. And let's get into game number 2.
In the top left-hand side of the map, representing Razor Edge Gaming, he is Zest.
And in the bottom right, it is the red Terran player, Cure.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Zest in that game. Like, he was on 4 bases, which obviously isn't great against a Cure who was on like 5 with a ton of extra CCs. But then instead of playing it out in the late game, he says, full send across the map, let's go.
You know what the problem was, is that he made carriers.
I think you can make carriers work against Terran.
I mean, Hearthstone made it work against Maru once.
Yeah.
TSL fix.
There we go.
It's doable. It's just not advised, I guess.
Yeah, I think Zest just needed, like, you need to play like the full-on late game. Like, he needed to be shutting down all those drops that were out on the map by Cure and are kind of dominating the map and then just expanding, as opposed to kind of being whittled down like he was, in which he's like, all right, let's just go for a base trade. Which, unsurprisingly, you generally lose when your opponent has more bases than you.
And if your opponent is Terran. Never base race a Terran. That's what they always say. Sneaky SCV again, huh? I mean, it's way too late for an NGB block. What are we doing? Just scouting?
Yeah, I guess so. And it is going to be a good scout, because he's going to straight up see that Zest delayed his Nexus and went for a quick Adept. So actually a rather important tell.
Yeah, good information now. Scouting is good. Boilermaker, thanks for using the coupon code, man. Appreciate it. Boilermaker, consistent watcher of the Africa, as well as the Trovo, as well as my Brood War stuff. He's just a StarCraft fan.
It's good to be a StarCraft fan.
It is. I believe StarCraft fans, on average, are more intelligent and good-looking than non-StarCraft fans. Science.
It's just simple math, really. Oh, this Marine too far forward. Not going to be there when his 2 Marine friends show up to help out. And can this Adept fight these 2 Marines now? An Adept?
He doesn't think so.
I guess not. Yeah, an Adept can't beat 3 Marines together, but killing 1 and then fighting the 2. Or Zest was just going to wait for the other 2. And this could be bad. This could be real bad for Cure. Like, this could be... okay, not that bad.
And Adept Printer used to work versus Terran back in the early Legacy of the Void days.
Oh god, that was ridiculous.
Yep. 2-shotting Marines with Adepts was nuts. It was so good.
Can you believe that Adepts literally used to have, like, 30% more HP?
Yep. They were tanky, they hit harder. It was great.
It was not great. It was not great.
No.
It was very not great. I remember. I think the game that's ingrained into every Terran's mind was the Bomber versus Super GSL game. Bomber has like 4 bunkers, like tanks, liberators. I think even maybe.
Yep.
And then they all just shade up that ramp and they just go for it. It's like there's no way that can work out, but it does.
And then it did magically through the power of adepts. Push here from Zest, forcing some SCVs off the line to deal with this.
Is
Suddenly
Kier gonna be dead?
Go down.
Kier didn't have a finished bunker, kids. Let that be a lesson to you. You will die if you don't build a bunker.
Uncle LaughNgamez knows what's up.
Oh, counter Wood of Mine dropped though. That's nice.
Great pull.
There's like nothing at home. Is there gonna be a big shot? Oh! Nelly.
That was very close to being a big shot though. 1 base to 2 base is real bad. And coming up the ramp, because why not? Oh, because there's a tank now, that's why.
Okay, Kier rechecked the mines into his medivac, which is really important. Zest does have 3 stalkers at home. Oh, the observer goes down. That's really good for Kier. This is a bit of a crazy game. Zest was thought about pulling the probes into the mines. Really nicely dealt with by Zest, so the counterattack presence of Kier is now gone. Does Kier, like, go for a counter all-in or something? Tanks, Marines, SCVs kind of thing?
He's got to do something, because he's in trouble. I mean, his natural base is back, yes, which is great, but he's down 40 to 33 workers. He's not really mining from his natural yet. There you go. Some mules come down, a couple SCVs wander down the ramp too to try to help it out. But Zest is sending reinforcements across the map too. Extra stalkers are here.
Oh my gosh, Zest is going to go for it. Zest says
gets that low
full
ground
send.
tank. He's going to force a liftoff on that natural again.
Yeah, there needs to be an auto turret right away for Kier. 2 auto turrets is actually better. Marines on the high ground are taking care of the adepts. There's still the 1 tank on the high ground. And the one on the low ground actually gets a fair few shots off. Zest's attack with just gateway units unupgraded did not work out for him there.
No, the auto turrets were massive for Kier there. Those were fantastically well placed, well timed. He's able to hold on to his natural base. Zest is working on a robotics bay. So he's going to have splash damage here soon. But yeah, just trying to do that with pure gateway units is a little bit rough.
Yeah, Zest now doing that 4-stalker attack that he does rather often to target down SCVs. So Kier losing a few SCVs, however, he is going to have himself Medivacs in a second here, and we all know what happens once a Terran hits Stim, hits Medivacs. Liberator counterattack, by the way, also making some work happen. That attack was just so bad from Zest.
Colossus production, extended thermal lance getting kicked off here by Zest. And we're moving into that mid game. Man, after the aggression here, Kier's back up to even worker count against Zest. 3rd base on the way, about the same time for both these players. So despite all the early shenanigans, we're just kind of settling it into it again here in game number 2.
Yeah, Kier's just all of he's like a pop-up Terran. It's just like, hey, remember when I was stuck on 1 base, and then just in 2 minutes he's got almost a 3rd base completed, all of his extra barracks going up, double upgrades coming out. Really great macro.
Oh,
Okay.
big old drop. There we go. Colossus showing up to that one, but is there a medevac? Oh, it's a Liberator. And it's dead.
Oh, drop hits the third base too. Zest losing so many probes. 12 dead just like that. Classic Terran.
Sure. Yeah. Showing up with enough DPS to murder 12 probes in half a second.
Yep.
I mean,
And just
Baneling
getting out of
do the
there.
same thing. True. But at least Banelings die when they do it. Marines go away and come back later. If you're going to have that much damage done to a worker line, you might as well go out with it.
Well, I'm sure the Banelings would prefer not to if they had a choice,
Yeah.
but...
Totally. I'm just saying, like, Banelings are good, but I don't know. Marines are better in that situation. You
Yeah.
can still use them.
Oh, Zesty boy.
More
Oh,
Prism
the
dead.
Prism dead. So
Oh,
are those
Stalker's
Stalkers. They ain't
Wait,
got no
hold on.
blink.
Never
GG.
mind.
Okay, Zest just says, yeah, that's it. There's no way I can stand up against that.
I think that game was lost during that attack on the natural, where he just didn't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
2 tanks, bunch of bio, medevacs, and auto turrets.
That's the second game Zest lost by basically just going for an attack that did not work out.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes that's what StarCraft is, man. You overextend a little bit, and it goes very poorly for you. But at the same time, if you only sit at home, you're going to lose every game too. So
That's true.
you got to put yourself out there, man. I'm not advocating for never extending, because that doesn't work out.
All right, both players are ready to go, and we'll see if Zest is able to pull a reverse sweep.
Indeedy-doo. Gonna be here on Lightshade, the latter edition.
All right, in the top left-hand side of the map, representing Raise Your Edge Gaming, he is the best. He is Zest.
Yeah, the winner of Africa World 69. In the bottom right, it is Cure.
We should have made him a trophy for that one.
Should have.
It just says Africa World 69. Nice. Ship it to his house.
Probably display
Put it in his trophy cabinet next to like his IEM championships and GSL championships.
Yeah.
That would be worth it.
Yeah, Cure wants to play spoiler today, man. He's like, I don't care if you won the last Africa World. I don't care you have an IEM championship. I'm gonna take you down today. Just gotta do it one more time, and I'm moving on to the finals against a special.
Who do you think Special would rather play, Zest or Cure?
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if he'd have a preference. I think he's okay with TvT. I don't think he's necessarily scared of either player entirely. They're both really good, obviously, but... I mean, he's got a good handle on TvP if a series against Hurricane is any indication.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. We should ask him.
You should.
Do you think it feels like cold for a probe or an SCV when like a probe or an SCV passes through them? Sort of like a
but
ghost.
you can feel it, sure. Yeah, it's like in Harry Potter. They have the ghosts at the Hogwarts school.
Yeah.
And sometimes they pass through the students, and it feels cold and kind of gross. Yeah.
Kind of violating. Oh, did this Reaper just get himself killed? I think he did.
They do that sometimes. Yeah.
Turns out the drug-addicted maniacs who fly in jetpacks don't take the best care of themselves sometimes.
Sometimes. I bet they eat poorly, too.
Oh yeah, probably just like pizza every night or burgers or who knows.
Well, and they don't even have to exercise either because they have jetpacks. They're not running around.
Well, they probably don't eat at all, right? Because of all the drugs they're taking.
Well, drugs don't keep you alive.
Yeah, but I think they make you skinny.
Yeah, but you don't have to eat food. Oh, my cat's coming out of the bag. Thought you'd appreciate that.
That was fantastic.
Solid payoff there. Oh, she came out of the bag, flopped on the floor next to the bag, and fell back asleep. Okay, cat, whatever you're into.
Game resumed.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, Adept gets out of there too. Escapes with her life.
Hey, Dark Shrine.
Dark Shrine.
I guess that's just like, Dark Shrine, where am I going to build it? In the way of these probes. Just throw it down.
Anywhere. Anytime.
Thank God Protoss never discovered how to disguise their Dark Shrines as a pylon.
What?
Like, what if Protoss just, like, needed to build a Dark Shrine, right? But
yeah,
they just developed the technology to make it look like a pylon.
Man, the technology to hide any of your tech structures' true purpose would be overpowered as heck.
It would be absurdly broken.
What if Zerg players build their tech structures underground?
Oh my gosh. That would be a thing. Like, a hatchery can just burrow itself.
And then just, like, little eggs pop up top and units come out.
Oh, that would be so cool.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, sort of like a sunken colony, but that it can produce units. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sure they'll implement something like that in StarCraft 3. Oh.
Yeah, StarCraft 3 idea. Hey, look, what a mine drop. What is this? TvP?
Look at that. It's heading right towards that Dark Shrine.
Reaction time. Good. Fine. Great.
Poor Adept. Poor Adept. Hellion runs on in too, says,
wow. Make it in there. That's crazy.
Just made it buy all those probes. And now there's going to be yet another Widow Mine dropping at the natural. The DTs are romping, I'd say, is an adequate word.
Yeah, Kira's natural base is not happy. It's, in fact, currently dead.
He's got a Raven on the way out, though, so...
That scan is not enough. What are you doing?
Where's the
Why
Raven?
is there a scan there?
There's the Raven.
Oh, Raven, right, we're good.
One DT dead. Command center burning.
Escape for the other one. SCV's transferring back to work. Their orbital command is on fire, but being repaired.
Wouldn't it be cool if, like, SCVs, like, had, like, a little fire extinguisher in their arm? Oh, that'd be so cool.
That'd be so cool. Because, like, how are we using a drill to repair the orbital command exactly?
Hit the fire till it goes out?
There's just a bunch of loose screws. Yeah, and you're just, like, smacking the fire in the face. It should be fire extinguisher until the fire goes out, and then like a wrench.
That would be great.
That'd be better. Introduce brand new animations and models into your game, Blizzard. Go.
10 years later, do it.
Yeah, do it. It's not a balance change at all. It wouldn't matter at all that way. What is this? PVZ? Archon harass. Alright. Getting on out.
Zesta's charge done. And he's got a couple Archons, and now he's warping in a bunch of Zealots. How many gates does he have? Only 3 gates. So there's no way he's going to attack, right?
I mean...
I say that, but I know he's Zest.
Attacking. Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Like, this is like a handful of units. No, don't do it, Zest. Don't do it. Do
He's
not.
poking his toe
No.
in the water.
Bad Zest.
Yeah,
That's
never
right.
mind. He says,
Get
"I'm
out of there.
Wait, that Archon wants to die. Hold up.
Oh, counter marine drop from Cure, hitting the third base of Zest. He's got a battery though, so should be fine. No stim.
Yep.
Oh, that medivac. Oh.
A lot of
Dangerously
trouble. Boilermaker, it's $5 for the replay pack, yes?
$5 well spent. Goes towards the players.
Yep. 100% of that goes towards the players.
There's extra gateways on the way for Zest. A lot of extra gateways. 7. He's going up to 10 gates.
I like it.
The madman. Like, he's got to just be planning a huge, like, Psystorm drop, mass charge lot attack, I think.
Uh-huh. Gonna be a ton of Storm, ton of charge lots, some Stalkers for backup, couple Immortals.
Yeah. Probably not long after... Oh, Cure scans and sees all those gates. So he's like,
Mineral
5
field
extra
ready.
gateways and Psystorm on the way. I know you, Zest. It is a hard decision as the Terran, though, as far as what you're supposed to do, because if you delay taking your third base too long, you can just fall behind in a macro game.
Yeah, because Zest's third is already up, exactly.
Yeah, he's got a 4th on the way, too. Whereas if you move out, you just feel super duper vulnerable, so not an easy spot for Cure. He's unloading a bunch of Marines out on the map. They're going to be spotted by this perfectly timed probe. Zest moves around looking for a third base, but Cure is wise enough to say, nope, not going out today. It's a rainy day, staying home.
And in fact, the rain is here.
Where's the storm, though? There it is, on the tanks. Feedback hits the Raven. Oh, gosh, what a disaster for Cure. His tanks are still shelling away. SCVs are pulled into the fray. All the while, there's this counter drop going off into the main base of Zest, so the stakes are really high right now. SCVs are doing a good job buffering. I don't know if Zest should have attacked into this position that was so entrenched, and he does get repelled. All the while, this drop in his main base is still going unchecked. These gateways are going to be unpowered, 4 unpowered just like that. The Nexus is under fire.
And in fact, gonna go down.
I don't know if that was the worst thing for Zest, though. He did kill 37 SCVs, and he does still have his 4th base up.
Yeah, that's massive. The 4th base being alive is everything right now.
Maybe Cure could have got something else. I'm not, like, maybe he should have gone for, like, more of the pylons, more of the forge or something. I'm unsure, but now he's taking his third base, dropping a ton of mules. In typical Terran fashion.
What's that? I lost 37 SCVs. Mule time.
Yeah, about 6 mules should make up for that.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that income tab. Oh yeah, Terran income is looking okay right now.
Okay.
Main Nexus being replanted here, +2 attack on the way from Zest, and his attack did not do what he wanted it to do, but it's got 62 workers rolling army supply pretty good. He's got Storm, which is nice.
Yeah. Cure's just hunkering down now. I guess just sit back, macro up, as Zest takes a 5th base while you're on 3. And I don't think Cure is much of a choice. Really. Yeah, that defense just didn't work out that well for him. Like, I think... Oh, good turret building, by the way. I think he needed to have, like, his army more split up, like some units at his natural to defend, because he was really bogged up on his ramp before that fight happened. And now we see Zest going for an high storm drop on the SCVs, killing 8, 9 in total. And that knocks Cure down to a measly 36. Oh, does get the Prism with the Templar, though. Cure. I don't know if you can be moving out, but his army is a lot more scary than Zest's right now. Zest will just recall, though, if Cure comes back to chase him. So Cure's going to try and split up his army.
It's so tricky figuring out exactly how much do I need to stay back here and not lose everything.
How much do I need to not die, but then also deal damage to my opponent?
Yeah.
And I think he did a pretty good job splitting it. He's now going to bring the rest. Those tanks need to siege right away, though. Zest says, nope, can't handle that. Just going to abandon that location as he's building 4 more gateways, by the way, bringing his total up to 14.
Good gravy. That's a good amount of
Zest amount of gateways. This Nexus under fire.
And dead.
I think 14 gateways might actually be a bit much for Zest's economy with losing this base, but we'll see as he takes an engagement, moves forward. High Templar dropping Psystorm. The tanks are taken out for the Terran, but there's still a boatload of bio. EMP's going down on Zest's army. Zest doesn't need to fight now. He needs to stay alive, warping in 10 more Zealots as this goes on. Another EMP goes down by Kier. He's retreating with his bio. The Archons are melting during this. The Zealots caught up on the back. EMP hits more of the Zealots.
The kiting here, just good enough. Stalker's trying to engage with Marine Marauder. Never sent anything they want to do. 71 to 34 army supply. The War Prism got knocked down for Zest. He's trying to rebuild another one here, but... oh, EMP catches those Stalkers. They're so weakened now. Great EMP for sure. Can he hold on to this 5th base? It sure seems like the answer is with good storms and maybe. Never mind, that's an Archon.
Yeah, there's no point trying to get Psystorm because he doesn't have a prism to, or that prism's not there. There's too many ghosts. A big Zealot Warpin's going off. Kier tries to get the pylon, but he doesn't succeed. This is going to be the window for Zest. He does unload some High Templar, but no Psystorms get off, so they morph into Archons. Zest's army is now looking much bigger than it was, at least.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to hold it off here, it looks like. Doesn't really go up the ramp for obvious reasons. Another good Warp and a Zealot's coming in here. That does always force the Terran army back. Widowmine's getting burrowed in to try to deal with the Zealots if they perch too far up the ramp here. But Zest holding on to his 5th base. His worker count is still significantly higher than Cure's army value, closer than it used to be. Zest macro has been coming through, and Cure decides it's time to back it out. He does not like what he sees here. He went for the push, couldn't quite pull it off, and gonna reset a little bit.
Yeah, a really, really close hold by Kier. Or by Zest. I don't think Kier's going to be done just yet, though, because he's a Terran on 3 bases, 50 SCVs. In this position, really the only thing the Terran can do is push, push, push.
Yeah, keep that pressure on, get some delicious EMPs off, deal with the Zealots with Widowmines, maybe amazing guiding.
Yeah, Zest is going to go for an attack while he's trying to take up a 5th base. Those are 2 really bold moves. When Kier's just moving out to go for an attack again, he will kind of catch Kier off guard. Kier does decide to go home instead of just forcing it into a base race, which I'm unsure if that's the right decision or not.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is Zest's base are so spread out, it's going to be hard for Kier to kill all of it.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier for Zest to wipe out Kier's economy than vice versa.
Kier really just needs a fight now. Like, the longer this game goes on, much, much worse is his position. He's got to avoid Psystorm on that ramp as he's all clumped up. Okay. Doesn't lose too many units. Thankfully, he's got a bajillion medivacs to heal. And yeah, with that Psystorm being burned, that means there's not a lot as far as AoE goes for Zest.
Which you always want. Okay, that's your dead orbital.
If the SCVs repair it, maybe not.
Hey, you're
repair.
Right. Good job, SCVs. Making it happen, Captain. 9 Zealots.
Okay. Zest is being pushed away. He's got 2-2 upgrades done. He's going to have 3-3 soon against a Terran who's on 1-1. There's a trillion ghosts here for Kier. If he's going to take a fight, he needs to do it in like the next 10 seconds. But I don't think Zest is going to let him have that. And once there's 3-3, I think it's just going to be too much to ask for Kier to win a fight. In comes Zest. He's waiting to drop that Psystorm. It's actually just an Immortal that pops out at first. There's a Templar. I don't think that even has Psystorm energy, but the 3-3 for Zest is just so much, and he's got a beautiful surround.
Yeah, blinking forward, that means he's feeling good. Kier backing out. He's got half the army that Zest does right now. He's going to try to drop the main, but he has nothing back home to defend against Zest's massive army rolling towards him inexorably.
Oh.
Not even worried about what Kier is doing up there. Holy cow.
Yeah, this bio is like, you want us to kill this with 1-1 against 3-3? Oh boy.
No, they don't. Nicely done, Zest. We'll force that game 4. All important game 4.
What an awesome, awesome match so far.
Yeah, upgrades are everything right there. I think with equal upgrades, that goes a lot better for Kieran. He possibly wins it. So we are moving into our next match here. It is not a clean sweep. Zest could obviously do the reverse sweep, win the 3 games in a row to go to the final to face off against Special. But we have 2 more games to go before that happens, if at all. So we're going to move on into Oxide here for the next match. Both players hopping into the lobby. Thanks to everyone who has donated to the Match Arena thus far. Really appreciate it. Again, click the Match Arena link, matcharena.com, with the code AW70 to throw free 50 cents at these players. Thanks to everyone who has done it thus far. And I'm sure the players appreciate it as well. Boilermaker says, let's start the comeback.
Yeah. Boilermaker, it looks like when you contributed to the prize pool for the replays, you didn't actually click the get replay option, so you can send me a message on Twitter or whatever to send me your email to send those replays to. Otherwise, I'll have to track you down somehow and get them to you.
Just dump it in my Discord and I'll get it to LaughNgamez, Boiler.
Oh, perfect.
Or join LaughNgamez Discord. There's many options.
There are options, you know. Now, here we are. In the top right-hand side of the map, it's Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Cure.
And in the bottom left, it is Zest. Again, the winner of Africa World 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Just wait. 30 years from now, we'll be on Africa World 420. And Zest will probably win that too.
He could.
Old man Zest with his gray beard.
Yep. Beating down the youngins. His blink stalkers and his storm. I've been playing so much Cyberpunk recently. Holy
Oh,
smokes.
yeah.
It's this crazy thing. Like, I have read so much stuff about how there's so much stuff broken and there are so many features they promised that aren't in the game. But then I play it and it's really fun.
That's all that matters.
But there's still a part of me that's like, this could be better. This could be better.
Okay,
I was
that's
deprived
true.
of better.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I've just given up buying new games.
that's fair. Play the stuff that's critically acclaimed a couple of years later. That way you know it's good. Yeah,
Yep,
smart.
it's
And
happened
cheaper,
too many times now.
Yep.
Which I've bought a
Why not?
game and then I've been like, nope, wish I didn't buy this.
Well, and that's why, yeah. That's why it's weird. Like, usually if a game doesn't live up to the hype, it's just kind of bad.
Uh-huh.
But for this one to be like, it's not exactly what was promised, but it's still a ton of fun, is a weird space for it to be in for me.
Yeah, it's amazing, but like you said, it could be better.
Yeah. What's nuts is, too, they have this opening kind of prologue section to the game where you're playing through. There's tutorial aspects to it. It teaches you that, like, certain walls you can break down and use to surprise enemies, and and hang out of your car and shoot enemies while you're driving. Like, and there's a little robot companion that you have in the prologue that can, like, connect to servers and hack stuff, and it's really cool. And none of that stuff exists in the rest of the game.
Oh.
It's like they spend all this time setting up tutorial missions and teaching you the keys to do this stuff, and then it never comes back. It's such a weird thing.
And it's not just like some skill you need to tech into or something, or...
No, not at all.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. They fully intended to have the features, but they're a publicly traded company, so I think the investors got in the way.
Darn.
They're like, release
you
now,
seeing
we
this?
want money. I do?
Double Reaper.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I think it's unique and I like it.
Yes, for sure.
Those Marines just neo-dodged into that bunker. And now these Reapers are just barreling across the map, gonna basically show up at Zest and be like, hey, how's it going?
And there we go, another probe.
The one probe that was working for Hurricane in his series was just like, no, not again.
Look at these probes getting zaps off on the Reaper.
Oh my gosh, this Reaper just covered in butter. Slides on through. Doesn't.
Oh, I thought he was gonna make it. Dang it.
No.
Poor guy.
That was still 3 probe kills, a lot of lost mining time.
Yeah, it's not bad. Definitely not a bad thing. Yeah, and I mean, what's annoying about this is they ended up selling 13 million copies of the game in the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
Which is like so much money. That's $60 a copy, right? So.
Oh, I think it was even more, wasn't it?
No, it was 60.
Oh,
well,
here in Canada, games are like $20 more.
Yeah, in Australia too, it sucks. Anyway, so maybe even more money. But the point is, like, there's no lesson learned here. It's you can release your game with a bunch of bugs. With a bunch of bugs and a bunch of unfinished stuff and features that are missing, and you can still make $100 billion.
Yep.
And you'll be fine. Not good. Not a good trend.
Sadly not.
Well, the other thing, I guess the biggest thing here is it doesn't work like at all on the PlayStation 4 to the point that Sony pulled it off the PlayStation 4 store entirely.
And Sony was like, yeah, have refunds, guys. Because I know trying to get a refund from the Sony store, it's impossible.
It is, but for this one, if you contacted them about it, they'd be like, let's get on that right away. They are incredibly accommodating.
I hear you.
Here.
This game is garbage. You know that some Sony executive wanted to play that game, and I was like, God damn it.
Well, I'm sure. Well, it's on the PlayStation 5. It's great.
Yeah.
And he probably has a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I guess.
But they're listening to the customers who have PlayStation 4s, and they have their backs.
I think that they kind of really. Oh, this attack for Cure is a bold one. Not that good though.
No.
I think the thing is that they were like, yeah, you can get a refund from Sony. Before Sony like okayed that, they're just like, yeah, just go ask Sony for a refund. And then Sony was like, okay, if you guys are going to say that without contacting us, we're just going to stop selling your game on the store. How about that?
And it's still not there. It's been a month almost.
Yeah.
No, it's been a full month. And it's not back on the store. Like, it has not earned Sony's trust at this point, which is fair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like over Christmas too, so they would have had downtime and...
Yep.
Oh. Those poor employees at that company, you just know that they were like, so Christmas break, any of you guys want to come in on New Year's Eve? How about that?
Seriously. They've already been crunched is the thing.
Exactly. Like, their employees were just like, like, you think like, oh, finally the game's out, now we don't have to worry about it. And now it's like, bug fixes. Well,
that's the thing. They knew. Like, an article came out earlier today where an employee anonymously was like, they announced a 2020 release date, and all of us were like, we thought it was 2022. There's a lot left here, guys. So I'm sure they knew. They were releasing, and then they were like, we will plan on working over Christmas. We know what's going on.
Yeah, it's quarter past not happening.
All right, Cure's up 50 supply on Zest all of a sudden.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Like, actually. Okay, I guess now it's Zest warped in, so it's only 30 supply.
There we go.
This is looking like a more traditional TvP. Like, Terran pushes, Protoss sits back and tries to defend. 2 Colossus are out. Zest has got a very good concave. Now an Observer's coming forward, so he can deal with these mines.
Dark Shrine finishing its warp in. Let's get that DT blink going.
Oh, this Colossus. Oh, you get back there, mister.
They're not very fast for having 4 legs.
No. Seeing as how you think like each step they take should be like 100 meters or something.
Yeah, totally not.
Meanwhile, some guy on a bunch of drugs is able to outrun them.
In fairness, drugs are really good.
This is looking a little bit scary for Zest, seeing as how Kier's got a drop waiting to go in. He's got a big army to the left, or a good-sized army to the left, and now a good-sized army pushing towards the right. Zest is under a lot of pressure, and where's his supply, like? He's at basically the same supply he was at like a minute ago, and nothing's really died. He's investing in a ton of upgrades and stuff, and yeah, Zest is gonna be feeling the heat come real soon. And I don't know if he's gonna have enough to defend at this base. No energy for a battery overcharge. Looks like the Terran is gonna hit the natural, try and grab a robo. Is this Kier pulling the trigger?
Yeah, Kier getting backed out a little bit. The flank attack coming in the other side, spotted by Zest. He sees what's up.
Yeah, Zest is so good. Like, he knows, like, oh, this isn't all you're gonna try and do. And that's a sign of a really good StarCraft 2 player. Knowing the moves you're supposed to make before you even make them. Oh, I love this. Is he just gonna use his prism to watch these medivacs? Like, what's up? What's up, medivacs? Nope, they're prism. Nope, nope. Turn around, turn around. That's a bad move.
It's Marauders, though.
It's 4 Marines.
Okay, a couple Marines. I mean, yeah. I'm just saying, if that was a whole group of Marines, that would be dead.
Okay, Zest.
That's all right. Wow, 4 medevac drop coming in. Not quite a doom drop, but
Zest, you so smart.
Nice, good play. Splash damage. Tricky plays.
Rip.
No, the
prism?
War Prism's dead. All right, see ya.
Zest is still on 3 bases. Kier's got up a 4th now. The pacing, which Zest has got 3,000, had like 3K minerals in the bank.
They're halfway gone now.
That's because he just made 9 DTs with Blink. But that's nuts. And Kier's maxed out. All of his supplies in medivacs just chilling. Just chilling.
Biding his time.
A 4th base attempt by the Protoss. I don't know if he can defend this location with just Stalkers. Has to cancel the base. Here's that big drop towards this location. The one disruptor from God. Where's that shot? There goes the Nova. Kier lifts up, but that's going to leave these units in the medivac as vulnerable. The drops now bounce towards the main base. This is getting real chaotic real quickly. Battery overcharged is used to make sure that Kier can't just unload in that location. There's no energy for a recall, so Zest does need to get his units there. He's got the energy for a recall now, but I imagine he's just walking back. Zest is going to lose a base, though. He's just been macroing up oh so slowly, so he just lost 2/3 of his bases. And he's trying to get this location up. His DTs are gone, so I assume they did nothing. Or, no, they killed this base. Pardon me.
Yeah. Accomplished a thing. A good thing.
Still, though.
3-3 coming in from Kier. He's like, I will not be out upgraded like I was in the last game. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the pacing for this game is so darn odd. In come these Marines and Marauders hitting Zest, canceling that base. Oh, gosh.
Massive.
46 supply for Zest. Is he just going for it? Everything being unpowered in the main base of Zest, so he's gonna get this base, but he's gotta recall then, right? Like, can he go?
I don't know.
Alright, he going for it. He's Zest.
Not a good idea.
Oh, gosh.
Though. Oh, the GG. The Vikings are here. All sides. Colossus are all dead. Ground army toast. Zest has 37 army supply left. There's still Terran on his side of the map. GG. Kier.
Wow.
Fight his way into the final against Special.